This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. We had a very special Game Changers live stream on the 9th of June where we learned a little bit more about the Island Living expansion pack. We weren't allowed to record any footage though. All footage in this video is from the EA Play live stream on the 8th of June or the trailer. In this video I thought I'd answer the frequently asked questions about this expansion pack. So let's get started. The first one is, what is this world called? So the world is called Solani. The question I've heard the most is, how many lots are there in this world? The answer is 14. There are 14 lots in total, which isn't huge, but this does include beach lots, so you can have beachside properties, which is really cool. They've got some new stilt foundations as well, so you can have amazing houses built on stilts in the sea. What are the neighbourhoods? So there's 3 neighbourhoods in Solani. We've got Ahanali Town, which is the heart of the community. There are 6 lots in this area, and this is where like the beachfront properties can be. This is where the lounge chairs can be found, so they can sunbathe on the lounge chairs. They can also sunbathe on the beach towels and also the float lounges, which are in the sea. So the float lounges, when they lay on them, they drift around the sea, and they can also splash sims on the float lounges. Let's talk about sunbathing. So they can get a really nice sun-kissed tan, or if you go too far, they will get burnt. And there's such incredible detail with this because they actually have lines based on their outfit. So when they've been sunbathing and you change their outfit, you'll see the lines of where their swimming costume was previously. It's really, really cool. I really love little details like that. I think it really shows how much effort they've put into it. Also, when someone's laying on a lounge chair, a sim can actually prank them. They can put sun cream on them in different patterns, and that will be where their lines are. So you get different ones of those, you get different patterns, and it's all random each time. The next neighbourhood is Alani Santaz. This is where the reefs are. This is where they do most of their swimming. Yes, I did say swimming. We'll talk about that more in a minute. The sunsets here are absolutely gorgeous. This is the place to find the dolphin boys. So that is where you'll find the dolphins. I'll talk more on dolphins in a bit when we get to that question. And also the dive boy. So this is where you can do snorkeling, you can go diving, and they can also take pictures underwater. And these pictures they can put into frames and put in their houses, which is absolutely amazing. But let's talk about swimming. So can your sims go swimming in the ocean? Yes, they can. Open water gameplay is now available for this world. Can they go swimming in other worlds? Currently they can't, but they did say that maybe in the future they'll open up to the other ones, but they wanted to get it perfect for this pack before they introduced it to the other worlds. You also may notice that they're actually going to swim faster in the sea, and as they level up in their fitness they will swim even faster. But let's go back to talking about the neighbourhoods. The final neighbourhood is Mea Pelem. This is the natural island. So this is where you'll find the waterfall, the volcano, and a hidden cave. So you can go looking for that one yourself. So they can use the waterfall to have showers, and there's also loads of little creatures in there as well. So you've got frogs. It's amazing. And they can even woohoo in the waterfall. It does take a very long time though, so if they don't come out for a while, don't worry. Should I talk about the volcano now, or should we leave that for a bit later? Let's leave that because I've got a question on that later on. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous place. So this is where most of the conservationist work takes place. So that is one of the careers. So what other careers are there? So you've got the conservationist. So that is where you are cleaning up the island. So the more you clean up the island, the better the island looks. So it changes if you take care of it. I think it probably changes and gets worse if you don't take care of it as well. One of the amazing things is that you actually get really amazing creatures as well. So you've got really nice big turtles if you completely clean up the island. So you get it to the highest level in the conservationist career. You've also got some part-time jobs. So you've got the fishing, lifeguard and diving instructor. I really can't wait to try those. You can do 2 part-time jobs a day, so one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And yes, teens can be lifeguards. Can dogs swim? Yes, they can. How cool is that? I can't wait to try that out. Tell us about the dolphins. The dolphins can be found at Lani Santas. Here you'll see the dolphins. So there are buoys in the sea, those like floating things, and the dolphins will appear twice a day. So you can talk to the dolphins. If you become friends with the dolphin by feeding them fish you catch, so you can also go fishing, they'll do tricks for you and they'll become really good friends. But if you upset the dolphins, they may not be as inclined to do tricks. What about sharks? Yes, sharks do make an appearance. They are very rare, so we were very lucky to get them in our private live stream, but they do appear. It's probably a good idea not to stay around when the sharks are in the water. Your sims get a bit tense, so try and head in the opposite direction. Could your sims actually die from a shark attack? I think they actually can. I think it was hinted at. What about some of the cool new items that will be available? There are some great lounge chairs. One of these is actually going to be in the base game, so everyone can use it. You also got some really nice beach towels in loads of different swatches. There's even a glass floor, which is so cool. I can't wait to try that out. As well as that, you've got some boats and the Aquazip. The boat can actually be used to solve all their motives. So if their needs are low, you can select one of the options on the boat to increase it. So they don't actually have to go back to land if they don't want to. They can also fish from their boat, which is a part-time job, so they can earn a bit of money while they are living on their boat, which I think is a really great idea. I'm definitely going to try that with a sim. With the Aquazip, they can actually do tricks on it. The higher their fitness level, the better the tricks are. And if it's in their inventory, they will get it out if they're going a long distance. So that is the same with the boat as well. So if they're in the water and they want to go a long distance, they will get out their Aquazip or their boat. Are there any new traits? There are 3 new traits. One of them is actually a base game trait, which is off the grid, which I know a lot of people are really excited about. Off the grid is where your sims don't use any electricity, plumbing, etc. The best place to be off the grid would be the natural island. That would be so amazing to be off the grid, especially if you're living on a boat. But they can still live in a house while they're off the grid. It does say in buy mode now, when you click on an item, it says functional while off the grid, if it can be used while they are off the grid. So this trait is actually available for everyone who has the Sims base game. For this pack specifically, you have the Child of the Island and Child of the Ocean traits. Another change with the base game, so everyone will get this, is the randomised trait button. So if you can't decide on the trait, or if you're doing a challenge and you need to randomise the trait, then you can click that button and it will give your sim random traits. What about new aspirations? There is a beach life aspiration. I don't know what this includes at the moment, but I know that this aspiration will give them a really chilled out time. You've been keeping us all waiting. Tell us about mermaids. Yes, so you can actually make mermaids in Create a Sim, which is the most amazing thing. I'm so excited about this. So mermaids have special powers. I'll talk about that in a minute. They can swim faster than normal sims. So you can either create a sim as a mermaid from a young age, and they will come into their mermaid powers when they're a teenager, so they can't really be a mermaid before then. Or if they have mermaid parents, you can have a baby that will become a mermaid. But what's different about mermaids? So instead of hygiene, they have the hydration need. So they need to keep hydrated. So this can be done with a glass of water, they can have a bath, or they can just go in the sea. There are loads of different things that can give them a bit of a hydration boost. The best thing, and you really need to try this out, is mermaids having a bath, because their tail sticks out is so amazing. Definitely try that out as soon as you get this pack. But what about mermaid powers? Let's talk about those. They have a lot of different powers, and their powers decrease their hydration. So if you use one of their powers, they will need to get some more hydration to increase it again. If they have the good sim traits, they can't do bad powers. If they have the bad sim trait, they can't do good powers. But if they don't have either of those, they can do all the powers. So some of them include summoning the ocean. So that is a threat. They do some sort of call and then the ocean around them goes dark. You've also got, you can pull under humans, so they can pull them under the water, and then that gives the human low motives, so they usually run away. But they can also do like sing lullabies, and it's just really amazing. When they're on land, they obviously have legs, so they look like a human, but they've got a little symbol around their plumb bob, so you know they're a mermaid, like the aliens do. And then when they hit the sea, they will get their tails. So you can really completely customise your mermaid to some extent. So you've got really nice tails, there's loads of those to choose from. They have different top halves for female mermaids, and there's also new eye swatches for mermaids, which look really, really cool. Does the volcano erupt? Yes, it does. So there are two types of eruption. You've got the small one and the large one. If your sim lives right next to the volcano, which is on the natural island, then there is a chance that there could be some damage to their property, or indeed themselves. So when the volcano is erupting, it will start shaking, and then lava bombs will drop from the volcano. If your sims touch them, they will burn themselves, but if you wait till it's cooled down, they can break it open and there will be some crystals inside. You can also use the lava bomb as a decoration. So once it's cooled down, you'll be able to place it in your inventory or place it in your house, so that you can say that you've survived the eruption. There is a possibility that your sims could get hurt, so just be careful. If you want to live next to a volcano, be very careful. Or don't, depending on how you play the game. What about tropical storms? If you have seasons, then you will get tropical storms in Sulani. Is there anything else that has been changed in the base game? So the base game is the main Sims 4 game. So this is all free if you've already got the Sims 4. I've already mentioned the lounge chairs and the off-the-grid trait. There is a lot trait that's new, which is clothing optional, so your Sims will get naked. You know the teens have all the part-time jobs? Well, now they've been added to adults as well. So adults can do some more part-time jobs as well as the ones on the island. So the randomised trait button I've already mentioned. We've got new diapers for toddler Sims. There's new swatches for those, which is really cool. And finally, fans. Let's talk about fans. So there's some new fans in this pack, but also with the old fans, they now cool your Sims and they also dry them off if they are wet. And they also now spin. That is it for my Sims 4 frequently asked questions about the Island Living expansion pack. Thank you again, EA, for putting on the private live stream for us Game Changers. This pack looks absolutely incredible and I cannot wait to play it for myself. It will be available on the 21st of June on PC and Mac and the 16th of July for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Thanks for watching. Bye!